Hello and welcome to this brief demonstration of the new OFRC member website. The Internet Committee has worked together to introduce a new version of the website that helps bring more features to our users. You'll see that the website has an updated design, modern look and feel. You can also access the website with the same link that you've used before, ofrcnews.com. You'll see that there's another website that lies underneath that. That's only for administrative purposes. Members will have access to shared calendar, showing all member events and activities, to documents and messages. In addition, there is a reservation calendar and links and other features. Members will still receive notifications on events and activities via email, so nothing has changed from the perspective of users receiving messages via email. The new features, however, will include links to local events and activities and a rental availability calendar. One change is that in order to start using the secured features of the website, members must be registered with Google. This is so that we can make sure that members and associate members are the ones that have access to the information that we're sharing. Let's take a look at a demo. The new member website is pretty simple. You'll see here that it has a menu at the top that includes an About OFRC page, an events calendar, a rental availability calendar, a list of member resources, a bit of OFR history, and a page to links. We've also included a link to the Facebook page that's outside of the management of the Board of Directors. So when you click on the About OFRC link, what you'll see when you scroll down is a brief bit of history and some contact information. The events calendar is a secured calendar. In order to have access to this calendar, you must be a member or an associate member and request access through the membership committee. The events calendar requires that you register with Google. And it doesn't require that you have a Google mail address, but you do have to register your email address with Google, and I'll cover that feature in 1 minute. But what you'll see immediately is when you click on the events calendar, is that it takes you to a Google Calendar login page and asks you to log in. I'll log in with my account here. Once you log in, what you'll see is a full calendar. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here so that you can see the page a little bit better. And you'll see here that the events here are covered on the calendar. These calendar events are updated by the Ladies Auxiliary and by the Board of Directors, so this should be an updated calendar. If we move forward through the months, you'll start to see June, July, and August are pretty full months. Calendars have already been updated. Going back again to the main page, you'll see that it created a new tab for you for the calendar. You'll see the next is the rental availability calendar. On this calendar, anybody can log into it. It does not require a login. And when you look at the rental availability calendar and you scroll down, it has a different look and feel. And you'll see here it's the same kind of calendar, but it's embedded in the page. When you scroll through here, you start to see each day of the month which calendar, which spaces are available. So if you see here, there's 4 events listed and there's 13 more. If you click on the 13 more, you can see the different cabins that are available each day. And if you want to get a different view of it, you can look at it in the agenda format by clicking up here. The agenda format will show you, as you scroll through here, in a more readable way. Some people prefer reviewing it this way. So the rental availability calendar will allow members and non-members to be able to access that information. The Member Resources page provides some additional information. On the Member Resources page, you can see that there's a link to the member documents. These are board documents, meeting minutes, financial matters, and other member-only information. You have to have the same login that you have for the calendar to access the Member Documents page. Member Announcements page is a list of announcements that are sent to members. You'll use the exact same login for Member Documents and Member Announcements, and also for Member Calendar, Member Events Calendar. What that means is once you register your email address with Google, you'll be able to access any of these with a password that you manage. At the bottom of this page, under Member Resources, there's additional instructions for specifically how to register your email address with Google. If you already have a Gmail email address, there's no registration required. Only if you have an email address with a different email service, then you have to register that email and create a password with Google. Once you do that, you will be able to log into this site. Finally, a little bit more fun and history here. In the OFRC history, what we started to do here is to create a couple of historical articles around the founding of OFRC, and to come in the future, an article about wartime OFRC. What you'll see here is just some good history based on books and articles that have been written previously. More to come on this topic. The last section is the links page. On the links page, what you'll be able to do is see different types of links here. So you'll see area events and activities, so the Russian River calendar, or the Sonoma Russian River Wine Road, or the Sonoma County calendar of events. This is to see what's going on in the area. OFRC info is things specifically related to OFRC, and weather and emergency includes things like National Weather Service, or the hydrology report for flood levels, or water quality, or the other types of services you might expect here. If you have ideas about additional links that you think would be helpful, contact the Internet Committee and we'll look at adding those. So that's been a brief demonstration of the site. We look forward to seeing you online, and look forward to improving the site as we go along. And we thank you very much for your attention.